Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at BTC. We've had some interesting developments and we've taken some target areas. So we're going to talk about where we think this is going to go and what this means for the price action. Okay, but before we jump into that, I'd just like to say thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and why not leave us a comment down below with some coin requests or just anything you'd like to say to us regards to feedback. Okay, let's jump into the price action here. So we were looking at a couple of possibilities yesterday, and what we were looking for is the potential that maybe we're still also within this Y wave here, um, which for the most part has been invalidated. The only way this could not be invalidated is if we treat this as a ABC, and then we're making a flat correction here. So this is something we just need to bear in mind. If we do start to see a bigger 5-wave move to the upside develop here, we would have to just be aware that basically this could be the end of a correction in a flat, and we would have this as an A, B, and a C to the upside. So the thing with this though is this is because we've come down here and we've crossed this line of the 16,678. What we've effectively done is eliminated the potential that this move can extend here. So if we were counting this as a 5-wave move, we can't now get an additional 5-wave move to the upside, which is part of this and part of another impulse. It basically makes us have to look at this as a completed correction here, like I said earlier, in an A, B, and a C into this high, or effectively we are still within this Y wave and we could be forming some kind of a flat correction here to complete. Though we need more time for this to play out for us to get a better understanding of it, but I'm going to jump into what I think is actually going on here. And if I just switch over here, turn on this, and effectively if I just remove some of this noise here, we had these 5-wave moves plotted on here, and what we're looking at is the fact that instead of having this as a WXY, what we could be having is this as a completed move into these highs here, A, a B, and a C up into there. So that would be a completed correction at this point. So now we've started to have some interesting structure to the downside. It is quite hard to read, but I'm going to delete these subwaves off here, and then we're going to go over what I think is going on. It did react quite nicely to that, but I've been reviewing it a little bit, and I think that actually what we have here is rather something like this, where we have this as a 1, 2, then we have this as a 1, 2, 3, making a 4th wave, and then we're looking for continuation to the downside. Basically, within this move, what we'd be looking for is the fact that if I just drop this here for now, we would really be looking at this, like this. Okay, so that would be another 1, 2, 3, looking for a 4th and a 5th. So if we look at this, it would be a 1, 2, all of this would be 3rd wave into these lows here. It is possible that there is still further extension within this. Like I said yesterday, we could start this up here as well, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and basically we're having an extended 5th wave, and our 3rd wave is here. Though this is looking a bit neater to me. So this is my primary count that I'm going with, and we'll see how it reacts. So if this is the case, what we would be expecting here is from this low point, we'd be looking for a bounce up towards this 382 zone, which we can see here lines up with this previous 4th wave within this move there. So like I said, when we're having these extensions like this, we have to be careful to label something as completed, because sometimes they can just carry on to move to the downside. But this is what I think is going on, and until it's proven otherwise, basically that's what we'll be looking at. So we could be looking for bounce up to the 16904 to this. We can see we've met the minimum requirement here by hitting this 236. So it is possible that this just turns around from this point and we start to break down. And if I just have a quick look at the stochastics, see what we've got going on here. So the hourly is overbought again. The 4-hourly still has room to the upside. So it's possible that what we could see here is maybe once this move completes, this could be an A, B, and a C up into the high here. We could see an A, a drop down again for a B, and then looking for that C to the upside. Though, should we move up past this area here of, get rid of this fib, if we so this area of 17275, basically that would invalidate this potential move that we have here. If we move up against past this zone, we'd have to reevaluate this count, and then we would have something else going on. But if this is what's going on, we'd be looking for that 382 extension on that fourth wave, looking for continuation to the downside. And if I just bring this box here now, which means that this first green 5 wave move could look to end between the 16440 to the 16301 area. So that could be a potential area we're looking to target out for this first 5th wave move. So now we're left with the additional 3rd and 4th wave. Sorry, 4th and 5th wave. With this, what we'd be looking for effectively is another bounce to the upside, and we would then be looking for potential to move up towards this same zone again. Effectively, this would create like a triple top here. If this plays out as we've got it shown here. Sometimes these moves, depending on how strong the 3rd wave is, it might not bounce as high. It could only move up to this 236 zone, or sometimes even as low as this 146 area. So that would be 16,865, 16,665, and 16,543. So it depends where exactly these where this moves to, but if we just say to the 382 again, effectively what we're looking for here then would be a continuation to the downside, and we could potentially look to move as around the 16.2 zone. So this zone would be interesting because we can see we've got a little bit of support within this region. It'll be interesting to see if we get this low for this bounce. Could retest this low here. But like I said previously, we need to be careful with these that we don't rush to call it a completed move, because in doing so, what ends up happening is, you can get continuation of that extension, and you just think that it's finished and it's finished and it's finished, but it keeps going. So we just need to see how these waves react in these zones, and from there we can get a better understanding of where we think it goes. So this is my primary expectation, that I'm thinking that we're going to get moved down to this zone here. From there, what I would be then expecting for confirmation that we are actually starting a bigger 5-wave move to the downside is that basically we would want to have this move then come back up in a wave 2, and then looking for continuation to the downside. So if this does play out, what we'd be looking for, provided that we end within this zone that we have mapped out here, is we would be looking for a move. Let me just get this on this high point. Oh, failed that miserably. Up into there, down to this low here. So then we would be looking for potential to move back up to this 0.5, which would be the 17,241, or anywhere up to this 17,888 area would be a common zone. Moving much above this 854, we'd probably be looking for potential that we might actually be forming this as a expanding flat. So I'm just keeping this in the background, just in case we do decide that, well, if we start to get an impulsive move to the upside here, this could be a potential that we have a flat correction in the Y wave, and that we could still actually look for that final leg back up and then look to break down. Though I don't think it is as likely as the fact that we just form this shape that we've got marked up here, where we have a 1 and a 2. Could potentially look to retest some of these zones, this 50%, 618. It all depends how these waves progress down here. Like I said, there could be further extension that we haven't seen yet, but I do think primarily the trend is down, and we have to just respect it. Though we haven't lost this low here and this low here at 15,476. The structure here is not looking very promising. This is looking like it is an impulse for the most part. So we need to just bear this in mind and see how these waves react. If we do get this move as we've plotted out here, then basically what I'd be looking for is confirmation by this secondary rejection, which should come in a 3-wave move to the upside. And these are most commonly zigzags, so we would expect to see a 5-3-5. It doesn't have to be, but this would be my primary expectation, is that move up in a zigzag. Okay, well, I hope that has helped, and We'll try to keep you updated as best we can. Really appreciate all the likes and the subscribes that we've been getting. You guys really are great, and it means the world to us. So carry on supporting the channel, please. And I hope that everyone has a great day out there. And just be careful, please. You know, if you're going to be trading, use proper risk management. We prefer to use BYBIT. There's an affiliate link down in the description. Really is a great exchange. You can see all the details before you put the trade out, where your stop loss and your take profit are, how much percentage or dollar value you would be in profit or loss at those points, and it just helps you trade effectively and efficiently, because you don't want to be risking too much when you're trading. You want to be going in on trades that are high confidence and have a good risk reward. And talking about that, if you want to talk more about trading, why not jump into the Discord? There's also a link in the description below. Really is a great place. The whole team is there. You can mention a member of staff and we'll be happy to help you out with everything. Okay, with all that said and done, I hope everyone has a great Saturday. We'll see you in the next video. Take care out there.